flavors. Blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few. Lost a few wages. Still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors. Still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers. Still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages. Start living up to what the f*** you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. CD, it's been a tough few years here in Houston. 4-4-3. Those are their win totals the last 3 seasons. But in is D'Amico Ryans as head coach. What do you think he brings to the table?
And it's interesting you brought up the number 3 because D'Amico Ryans is the 3rd head coach in 3 seasons for this team. What he brings to the table, toughness, organization, and hope. He wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, the team he played for.
Well, meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the rebuild under Doug Peterson is right on track. And listen, nobody's going to get wildly excited about 9-8, which they were last year. I get that. But when that comes on the heels of 3-14 and 1-15, certainly a step in the right direction.
And the biggest stride they can make this year is on defense. 28th against the pass last year, and just moving into the middle of the pack. That could buy them a couple more wins and put them in a great spot come playoff time.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And taken right at the 35. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman Finals, program records galore. He looked every bit like the number 1 overall pick. He went number 2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Stroud to throw it. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14.
Ready?
On the bootleg, Stroud. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knows what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Don't Dalton Schultz with an amazing diving catch. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Lawrence. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive, their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Stroud. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Stroud off the play fake. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. Here comes Johnson on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pierce gets this one running right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Stroud. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now is Stroud. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, it's Stroud. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Dropped incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Strong running at the 30. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick slant here to Woods. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another carry for Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now here's Johnson. Johnson now returning. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Fielded at the 33. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard 5-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this throw will be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. There's some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. This a 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
This was an
Take it away,
extremely
Coach.
one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. We were witness to a solid first half from this year's #2 overall pick rookie, C.J. Stroud. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter #3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter #3. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go, Jack.
A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here goes Stroud again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And this taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 108 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And Stroud now to throw. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans just continue to roll.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Rankins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Rankins, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On the bootleg, Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
18 more yards there and another first down. Stroud looking to throw.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jordan. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now Stroud.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Texans continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.